All right. All right, guys. Welcome back to In the Blind with Daddy Duck. Um, if y'all read the thumbnail, it is May 4th. May the 4th be with you, that whole 9 yards. I thought it was funny. I just thought it'd be something a little different. No, we're not talking Star Wars tonight, but it was just something I was having a good time with creating it. Anyway, before we get all started, let's go ahead. I got one person in here. Go ahead and if you're coming in, leave a comment and chat. Tell me who you are, where you're from, that all that kind of stuff. And as always, In the Blind is brought to you by Salt Creek Custom Ammunition, True Lock Choke Tubes, Biscuit Built 3, and Heyday Outdoors. So I hope everybody's had a great weekend. Turkey season is wrapping up here in South Carolina. I think it's not over with. It will be very soon, like in a day or two or something. I did not get a chance to go this year. Just had too much going on, and it is what it is. It's not something that I missed. But anyway, so like I said, if you're here for the first time, do me a favor, leave a comment down below. Tell me who you are, where you're from, and we're going to start talking about some ducks or lack of, more of, whatever y'all want to talk about. You want all kind of stuff we can do. Tonight, I'm gonna let the chat rule the roost. Mark Taylor, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Mark, I need to. I'm gonna try to get out there one day this week. The trail cam is tilted up a little bit, and we need to angle it down more. I did get 4 wood duck drakes on it the other day, but they were almost at the bottom of the screen. So I think we need to take the trail cam and just kind of push it down, push it down a little bit. And possibly bring it over maybe to the left or to the right just a tad bit. We just got to figure it out. But I'm gonna try to get up there one day this week and look at it. But I hope everybody's had a great weekend wherever you live. I had to work Friday, and I'm usually off on Fridays and Saturdays. But I had to work, and Saturday I had all these plans to go out and work in the yard. I mean, I was going to cut grass, weed eat. I had some raked up some dead grass in the backyard. I had 3 bags of that. I had some stuff I was going to throw away, and I'm telling you, it poured down rain all all Saturday. And of course, I work Sunday through Thursday. So here comes Sunday, bright, sunny, 70 degrees, beautiful weather to be working outside, and I couldn't do it. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn this little fan on. Charles, what's going on? I had to turn that little fan on, man. It's a little stuffy in here. But you know, we got what, like 166 days before the teal season opens up, something like that. I'm always excited, but right now it's really hard to get a little bit of content going because I need to either go. I want to go do some stuff. I want to go fishing, and I've got a lot of stuff on the honeydew list that I have got to get done, and I'm almost done with the yard. I got a couple other things. I worked in it a little bit yesterday afternoon when I got off work, and but I still got some. I got a few more things I got to take care of, and then the backyard will be done. Pretty much the yard in itself is pretty much done. I do need to lay down some some fertilizer or Scott's fertilizer, yard lawn, southern lawn fertilizer. Do need to lay some of that down. But other than that, the outside is going to be pretty good. I got a bonus room up here that I want to get cleaned out. That's gonna be an all day affair. I can tell you that. But I want to get it cleaned up and cleaned out, and that kind of stuff, and turn it into a TV room or something. Spoonbill, what's up, Cody? Cody's been getting some pretty good pictures here lately. Ducks are returning back up north, and he's been I've been living vicariously through some of his photos. I did get a good picture. He got a couple good pictures. One beautiful pintail drake, fully plumed. Then he got a spoonbill drake and a spoonbill hen. The drake was fully plumed, and they were sitting together. Really nice picture. Really, a cinnamon teal. I would love to get a chance at some of them. Oh, it wasn't trash. I still got it somewhere. I have to look it up, but I still got it somewhere. I thought the pintail was. I didn't think there was nothing wrong with it. But yeah, cinnamon teal eludes me, man. I would love to have a chance to shoot at a cinnamon teal. That is one of the few puddle ducks I have not gotten yet. Embarrassing picture. Nah. I guess when you're doing Mach 10 down an old dirt road and you see one out in a marsh, it's take it as fast as you can. Scott, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? But yeah, man, we're just gonna sit here and talk a little bit. I have honestly no topic whatsoever tonight, so whatever y'all want to talk about, just kind of throw it down here in the chat, and we'll see what's going on. Let's see what I've got going on. I do have a video that I have been working on it. Getting a flood. Oh, did you say topless? No, I did not say topless. I said topics. You're getting flooded. We got some rain Saturday, and they're calling for more rain by the end of toward the middle and end of the week here. I'm ready to do some fishing. I do have a video that I have been working on. It's just not coming together like I want. So hear what I want, I guess. I got to do some more editing to that. So, but right now I've been kind of feeding off of what the trail cam has given me. I hope y'all been watching those. I just find it interesting, out there in that swamp. You never know what you're going to see. I got one picture in there where a big old swamp rabbit was sitting on a mound of dirt. Thought was pretty cool, just sitting there. Mississippi River's flooding here, which is the St. Louis mark. I got you. Yeah, y'all are getting a lot of rain out that way. How about you, Cody? Y'all getting in the rain, or y'all still with snow or ice? What do y'all got going on up there? I mean, here it got up to 70 something today. Nice outside, really. 27 for a low tonight. Ugh. Got 1 inch here Saturday. Need a lot more. Yep. I don't know how much we got here. I was talking to a buddy of mine. We all know him, Randy Nettles. He comes in here every now and then, and I know that the river that's close to him went up about a foot. I don't know if it's dropped down any at all, but um, we were talking about fishing it, and then of course it rained all Saturday, so we'll see what happens next weekend. I might go down there for some red breast or uh, some brim or red breast. Who knows? See what happens. Um, right now, you can actually wade the river. That's how low it is. You can put on a pair of waders, grab a brim buster and a popping bug, and just go have fun because it's that low right now. Ice went off the big lake today. Gotcha. Lots of ducks still. I think they're setting up shop on Carlisle Lake, which is where I live. They're loving all the water. I hear you. Till a gators. I ain't worried about them. I'm not. I mean, I just it's one of those things I just don't worry about. I worry more about a snake falling out of a tree top than I worry about an alligator. I kid you not. I'm serious. Across the Walkama on Saturday, Highway 9 near Little River, very very low. Yeah. I haven't been anywhere this. I mean, golly, dude. I just want to get out and go play in the woods for a week. Makes that tomahawk steak out of your leg. Nah, he'll be all right. He's more afraid of me than I am of him. Trust me. Plus, I carry an equalizer right there. But I ain't kidding. I'm more worried about a snake than I am an alligator. We do have my. I may have mentioned this to y'all in the past, but the pond that I usually take my dad and go fishing at, my cousins own it, or his cousin. I don't know, somebody's cousins. Anyway, they own the pond, but they got trail cam pictures of a 10-foot alligator in there. So usually I carry Bougie with me when we go, but until that alligator gets gone, she's not going back to that spot. Suppose you heard him cut off bibs. Oh, oh, that was funny. So would you? So I have to ask you, Cody. Did you take a look at the thumbnail for this live stream? Did you see the thumbnail? And you were an inspiration to that thumbnail. You were an inspiration. I mean, I had my own inspiration of "May the Fourth be with you" kind of thing, the parody of Star Wars, but the characters that are in it was an inspiration. I got inspiration from you to do that. A mission accomplished. Okay. Is that from the thumbnail or from the other picture I sent you? Um, which one was that? I don't know. I didn't pay total attention. Okay. Well, if you don't know, if you haven't paid attention to it, of course, being being it is May 4th, and the parody of Star Wars, May the Fourth be with you. I've got me with a hood over up at the top, and it's kind of opaque out, so it's like like I'm overseeing everything. And then I've got a mallard drake, a good guy because he's got the blue lightsaber, and he's fighting the bad guy, which is a Drake Merganser with a double red saber. So I thought it was hilarious when I was putting it all together and trying to create it. I said, I'm quite sure that Cody's gonna enjoy this with the Merganser there, and all the other the guys that like to shoot them little lawn darts. So anyway, it was just I thought it was funny. It's one of my sense of humor. I don't think it's either. I just think it's a hairy head. Uh, I just think it's a little hairy head. I mean, the colors are all messed up on it. I didn't really care. You had to cross it over with a Merganser and some of the colors, and then put in that Darth Maul with a double lightsaber. I mean, it was all thought out on this thing. So yeah, but like I said, I thought it was hilarious. Uh, are you still working, Cody, or are you finally get home? So, Charles, Scott, what have y'all been up to, man? Talk to me. Anybody else that stopped in that I missed, I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to. Sometimes you gotta yell at me. Oh, we got Charles, Scott, we got Cody, I got Mark Taylor in here somewhere. He's probably sitting back listening, eating supper. I'm home with NHL on big screen. Okay. Uh, I didn't think I'd get 7 people in here tonight. To be honest with you, I figured everybody would be home, um, watching the Star Wars. I was watching a Star Wars movie. To be honest, hockey playoffs. No, I do not know, but I think you mentioned it a couple of weeks ago or a week ago or something. We're working on boat and getting in trouble for not doing home projects. I feel your pain, buddy. I feel your pain. I uh I need to work on mine. I really do. I really do. Yeah, I'm trying to. My yard is. Last year, my yard kind of got away from me a little bit, and so this year I'm really uh, paying closer attention in getting things done um, outside. Like I said, I just need a good day, a good full day on the boat, and I know it's simple stuff. Um, get rid of the old gas, get new fuel line, oil change, plugs, oil filters, that kind of stuff. Water fuel filter, just little things that uh, maintenance. It's just maintenance work. I just need to get it done. Just need to get it done. I'd like to take it out and get in the swamp and go for a ride. Really do. Just go for a long boat ride. Spend a day in the swamp doing nothing but just riding around. That kind of stuff. Hopefully walleye fishing next week. I'm kind of hoping I can go spend a couple hours and go down to the little river, go down to a little river, not the little river, but a little river down the road, and do a little brim fishing or red breast fishing. Just getting simple with it, carrying a brim buster with a length of line on it and a popping bug. Feels like November here. 123 days till teal season. Yeah. I know it's right around the corner, guys. I mean, it literally is right around the corner. Well, speaking of just ducks and duck hunting, I want to ask y'all, what's your favorite way to cook ducks? Just what's your favorite way to cook ducks? And do you have a special recipe? Do you have a special recipe, something that you do? I think I've tried ducks just about every way I can think of to cook them. The Blackstone, cook them like steaks on the Blackstone. Man, you gotta have spice. You gotta put salt and pepper. You gotta have salt and pepper. There's my email address. Thin slice and do the sour cream batter and deep fry. There is my my email address. If y'all have got a recipe that y'all want me to try, send me an email. Tell me about it in here, but then send me an email. Who knows? I might put it on a video. I might cook it and put it on. I got a few ducks left. I have a few recipes that I'm going to try here soon. And I'm just asking, what your favorite recipes are. That's number one. That I would really like to know. But Scott, that sounds interesting. Thin slice with a sour cream batter and deep fry. I'd like to try that. Let me ask you another question. While some of y'all may be thinking about a recipe or typing it up, do y'all ever? Because I don't. It never happens to me. But do y'all ever have leftover ducks? Do you ever have you cook you're cooking your ducks and you have leftovers? Does anybody have that problem? I'm asking. I don't, and I never have any left. We usually eat it all. Mark, what's going on? Learned that from the Robertson crew on video. I must have missed that one. I like fried duck. I made a video on it. Now I didn't deep fry it. I cooked it in a cast iron skillet. But deep fry is not hard at all. I think if you're cooking for one or two people, you're wasting oil. That's why I did it in a cast iron. But if you're cooking for more than, say, four, if you're cooking for three or four or more, then I think getting a deep fryer out, I think, is the way to go when you're frying them. Do you fry it in peanut oil, Scott, or just regular vegetable or canola oil or whatever? Just kind of curious. Mark J. Larson, what's going on? Uh, okay. He's a cobbler assassin. Jay Stone did it towards the end of Phil's videos. Yup, peanut oil. I could be a cobbler assassin. Oh goodness. Jay Stone did it towards the end of Phil's videos. Okay, peanut oil, gotcha. What's oil? It's a spice that you boys up there don't know anything about. Some New York vanilla ice cream. Speaking of ice cream, I came across. I don't know if y'all have heard of the brand called Blue Bunny, but they have a soft serve ice cream now. You can buy in the stores. Man, that stuff is unbelievably good. Very good, very creamy. We picked up a quart of it the other day. It was riding the whole video. Okay. So when you make your sour cream, when you're making your sour cream batter, I know you're using sour cream. Um, do you put eggs in it, a little bit of milk to help loosen it up a little bit, and maybe uh, some seasoning in there like salt, pepper, paprika, that kind of stuff? Is that the way you go with it, or how do you work your batter? What flavor? We peanut butter. We got the peanut butter, Charles. I make flavors for Blue Bunny. Oh, do you? Well, seriously, are you serious, Mark? Because I got a hold of the peanut butter, man, and I fell in love with it. Uh, but that soft serve peanut butter. I saw where you worked, but I didn't pay any attention to it, buddy. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at them trains and that one way road that goes both ways under a bridge. Buddy, I was corrupted a long time ago. So let me know how you season your sour cream batter, Scott. Unless you said and I missed it. Nope. He tried to corrupt me at that one little restaurant across the street from him. Man, that was a good sandwich. Oh. But yeah, I've got a couple of other recipes I've been thinking about. Um, you know, who knows? Gotcha. Salt, pepper, a little bit of Cajun seasoning, soak it in buttermilk, soak in the breast in buttermilk for 2 days. Take it out, throw it in a bowl, roll around in sour cream, then roll it in corn flour. Okay. Do you put it back in and then put it back in flour, kind of getting that heavy crunch to it, or just that one time? Took sea ducks, marinated them in red wine, and mixed fruit overnight. Grilled them the next day. It was bearable. I would have. I would have. Yep, a couple times. Gotcha. I would have. Charles, I'd have put the wine and the fruit in a bowl and put it in the refrigerator overnight or a couple days, and and then threw the sea ducks away and just drank the jailhouse Kool-Aid that you just made. It'd probably been better for you. Oh, Tino, what's going on? How you doing? It does sound good, doesn't it? I may have to try that. I marinated some coots. Oh, you ain't fast enough, Doug. Doug, what's going on, buddy? Should have just drank the marinade. Exactly. A jailhouse Kool-Aid. But again, does anybody ever have any ducks left over? If you got you did a cook, maybe just everybody got their fill, and you still had some stuff left over. Do you ever have leftovers on ducks? I'm just curious. All right, Scott, I appreciate that. Or you can send me an email. I got it on the I got my email in the chat, up in the chat, and also, I mean, you can go to my page, my YouTube page, and go in under about, and then my email's there as well. Doug, Doug said never. Uh, I slacked off on the cooking. I need to get back to grilling. Yeah. People say it's that time of year to start grilling. For me, grilling, putting stuff on a charcoal grill or propane grill, that's year round. Putting stuff on a griddle like a Blackstone, that's year round. Putting stuff on the smoker, that's year round. I do it year round. It's just not a I don't you know, there's no season. There's no grilling season. It's year round. I mean, Saturday, um, let's see, Friday we did brats. I did them on the Blackstone, and Saturday I went out there and smoked a bunch of chicken thighs. Saturday, um, you cook. How'd you cook it, Mark? Just out of curiosity, because you don't live in minus 30-degree weather. No, I do not. No, what I'm talking about, you have leftovers after you've cooked them. Do you have ducks that are left over from cooking them? Like you cooked too much and you couldn't eat them all. Do you ever have leftovers? That's what I'm talking about. My goal every year is to put a few of them back because I like to eat them throughout the year and not just during duck season. So I'll put them back a little bit and then I'll bring out a pack. I have them packaged, and then I'll bring them out and cook them. But what Doug said, I live where the wind hurts my face 5 months of the year. I got you. Tina, you need to eat more ducks. I'm serious. I think I'm gonna do some deer meat tacos tomorrow night. When I fry them, I always have guests over, and the leftovers always vanish. Yeah, I mean that's my problem. I mean when we cook them, or when I cook them, there's never anything left. I mean the duck is always gone. It's eaten. And then the reason I'm asking because I got a thought of a recipe utilizing ducks that are left over. So I'm kind of you know seeing maybe what y'all do. Made 80 pounds of deer burger last year mixed with mutton. Interesting. I probably have maybe 40 or 50 pounds left of deer burger. For mine, if you're asking me, Doug, how I process deer, um, I take it to a processor. Um, I just take it to a process. I take everything to a processor. Let's see if we can find some duck here. Well, there's a difference between store-bought duck and wild duck, and the taste is totally different. The taste is totally different. All right, Tina, you take care of yourself. Thanks for stopping in. Venison spaghetti, prelude to my almost last meal. Oh, goodness. Yeah. We won't do that again. We'll laugh about it, but we won't do that again. Oh, man. Oh, man. What else y'all got? What other kind of good recipes y'all got? What is your go-to for wild game recipe? It doesn't have to be ducks. It can be anything, but it's your go-to wild game recipe. When you wanting to cook for somebody, when you're wanting to make a great meal, what is your go-to? Mine, when it comes to ducks, mine is a oatmeal, no sugar, no butter. That is so nasty. I like that tomato gravy. I really do, and I need to make some more. But I think my favorite is when I'm cooking ducks. There's two ways that I love to cook them, and that is the shotgun, what they call the shotgun shell, and the other one is just cook them like you'd cook a steak. With some Montreal steak seasoning. Cook them on cast iron. Um, that's my favorite ways to cook them. I do like the fried the way I did it with the tomato gravy. Um, yeah, but just that's what I'm saying. Though, just plain duck steaks. You know, cook it like you'd cook a steak. Have your potato. Whether you want a baked potato or a sweet potato, maybe some Brussels sprouts, something of that nature. To go with it. Um, but I do like that tomato gravy. That is something special. Tried to make a duck parmigiano, but it felt like a. Why is that? What'd you do? What'd you do wrong? Tasted it? Oh, it tasted too good. You say you tried to make one, tasted great. What happened? Did it not come out right, or because that's a good idea, like a cutlet. I mean, that's how I cook. How I cook my fried duck with the tomato gravy. I just didn't have any parm in it, you know, and it wasn't a crispy. Overcooked it a bit. Okay, yeah, it's basically like a cutlet. Yeah, you know, I don't know if you were in here when Scott was saying, but he makes, and he got it off of Duck Commander, but he makes a sour cream batter, which is basically sour cream, an egg, maybe a little bit of milk, just kind of thin it out a little bit. You can season it to taste however you want. If you wanted that Italian feel, flavor that flavor profile. Put some Italian seasoning in it, but salt, pepper, maybe some Cajun spice if you want that Cajun flavor to it. So you basically your flavor profile is going to come whatever spices you're going to use. But the trick is to pound out your duck breast and then dip it in the batter. Go to your flour, dip it back in the batter, go back to your flour, and hit it one more time in your batter, and then deep fry it. And you're only deep frying for if you got a 350 to 375. If your oil is at 350 degrees, you're probably cooking no more than 4 or 5 minutes, and it's completely done. It'll be done. I would think it'd be done perfect. I used to pressure cook venison and shred it to make it like a pulled pork. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I've never done it, but I know people who have, and I've eaten it. I just I don't mind doing deer steaks or deer roast, um, and slow cooker. In a slow cooker like you do a chuck roast, you do a deer roast or a loin. But your butterfly steaks, I prefer to fry them. But if I'm going to do a pulled meat like that, like I know some people do, like pulled chicken. They do, of course, pulled pork. They do pulled beef. I just soon have pulled pork. Black bear summer sausage, which is awesome. I've had some of that you gave me. That is awesome. Oh, what do we got here? Like you said, you never know what you're going to be talking about on the end of the blind. Right now, we're just talking food, having a good time. I mean, I know some guys that use, they'll take a deer roast and put it in the air fryer. Um, and I'm quite sure that the pressure cooker would be great for deer meat. It's just a preference. I'd like to try it. I don't think I've ever had pulled venison before or shredded. I don't think I've ever had that. I've had deer roast, deer loins, deer steaks, of course, ground, cube steaks. I've had stew meat, but I don't think. And I've cooked them I've cooked the roast and the stew meat to make a stew in a slow cooker. I got you. Cube steak, you idiot. You've never had cube steak. I know better than that. You just trying to stir the pot. Or I guess because we're in a cook, we're talking about eating and talking about cooking. And you're wanting to stir a pot. How was the deer? How was the deer hash, Charles? Was it like a barbecue hash, or was it like a corned beef and potato hash? How did y'all do that? Barbecue? Oh, really? That is interesting. Was it? Let's see. You're in Eastern Carolina, so y'all are vinegar based barbecue, right? So to make the hash, y'all use like a ketchup base to make the hash, or y'all strictly in that vinegar based barbecue to make the hash? Yeah, you never. Yeah, never you. Yeah. I've never done it. I've never cooked a snapping turtle. I'm sorry. Friend of mine's grandmother was mean with it, vinegar style. Okay. I like a little what? You like a little what, Cody? Isdom? Isdom? I've heard turtle soup is great, but I've never had it. I've never had a turtle soup. A turtle soup. And I've never eaten snapping turtle that I'm aware of. Come on, Cody. I think I remember you one day having a turtle head, trying to get back to the hill. You couldn't resist. I know you couldn't. I know you couldn't. Yeah, yeah, Doug. Same thing. Prairie dog, turtle head. Depending on where you at. Very similar. Yeah. No, it's not very similar. It is the same thing. Depending on where you at. Ain't that the truth, Mark? Cody's over there sitting in his recliner, making jokes on here and watching a hockey game, hoping a fight breaks out. Really? I'm hoping that you're talking about the turtle head, Scott. I mean, the turtle soup, the snapping turtle soup, and not the turtle head of peppery chicken. Oh, cool. Turning into the Smothers Brothers in here. Ain't that the truth? Mm. Oh. Tell them I turn it into the Smothers Brothers in here. All we need is Goldie Hawn to pop out of a little box, and we'd have it. We'd have it all together, right? All right. What else, guys? Oh, I need to get out there. I need to get in the woods. I just haven't. I ain't had time, man. I'm gonna be honest with everybody. No, I'm behaving. Well, guys, we have been here. Believe it or not, we have been here an hour. 1 hour. I've got I got some things I need to take care of this evening before it's bedtime. But I listen. Tonight was just to sit down and have some fun for a little bit, and have a good time. Um, I do appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in here, and I really do, guys. I really do. Y'all mean a lot to me. Um, really, really do. But yes, Cody, may the fourth be with you. Y'all take care of yourselves. Have a great week. If you can get outside, go do it. Beware of the turtle head. Yeah, that's probably why I need to go kind of quick. But listen, y'all take care of yourselves. Have a great week. And we will see y'all next time on Daddy Duck 365. Good night, everybody.